Hello, everyone, and here we have a news story. Before we get to that, I want to ask you to subscribe, like, and be sure to write comments in order to participate in the development of the community, write how to improve my community, current topics and the stories you are interested in, and much more. I read and listen to all the comments. People write me stories by mail from different countries. There are problems with translation. I apologize for this. I will work on it and try to fix these errors. I want to thank everyone for their support and the people who wrote to me by mail. Broadcast news stories. New videos on my channel are published once every 2 days at 7 p.m. Don't forget to put a bell in order not to miss new videos. And now let's go. Hello, I want to tell you my story. I am 31 years old and my wife is 34 years old. I have been married to my wife for 5 years. She's very beautiful and well-groomed. We had a lot in common. I've always been interested with my wife. We loved each other very much. We couldn't get married right away because my parents didn't accept her. My wife had a bad marriage before me. Therefore, she already had a child. My wife's ex-husband was just a jerk, and they divorced. That's what my wife said. My parents thought she wasn't right for me, but I wasn't listening to anyone. Because this is my personal life, and it's up to me to decide who I should be with. I thought that over time the dislike for my wife would subside. It so happened that now my parents communicate well with my wife, as I thought. I didn't feel the age difference. I treated my wife's child very well. All my wife's relatives know me. Over the years of our relationship, I have proved to them that my intentions are very serious. I had a very good relationship with them. There were serious and minor problems in our family life. But that's life. All people have some problems. In general, everything was like all people. All conflicts are solvable. We immediately started living as a young family. I've always trusted my wife. I had no reason not to trust, until one fine day. That's how it all started. 6 months ago, I saw my wife's correspondence on social networks. She forgot to close her laptop. There was nothing special in the correspondence except that my wife wrote to this man what city she was in and what she was doing. A little later in my wife's mobile phone, I saw this person in contacts. On this day, we had a conflict. The wife explained and swore that it was just a correspondence and nothing more. I was trying to understand my wife. She said it was the first and last time. But at the same time, the wife put a password on the mobile phone. When I asked to see her mobile phone, she came up with all sorts of excuses. And this is despite the fact that she could take my mobile phone and watch anything without any problems. Calls, contacts, social networks, EMS, and so on. At that moment, my wife planted a seed of distrust in my head. My distrust grew more and more every day. I started following my wife. After a while, I came across my wife's correspondence on social networks again. It was a different person. My wife threw off her photos to him and talked about intimate topics. She sent him a text message with her new phone number, which I didn't know about. As far as I understand, they often called each other. A few days before the moment when I saw the correspondence, the wife was dating this man. But the meeting didn't take place because my wife's phone was dead. Then he wrote her angry letters. That the meeting didn't take place because of my wife. As a result, they set up a new meeting. Here, I find out that this is a man with whom my wife was in correspondence. He had some kind of skin disease. He texted her that it wasn't contagious. Then, even more scandals and nerves. My wife swore to me that it was an innocent joke. She just went too far. That she had never cheated on me in her life. She started saying all the standard female phrases. The fact is that she lacks attention and communication. I will keep silent about my state of mind. I have forgiven my wife again, although perhaps everything should have changed. But technically, there was no treason except for correspondence and conversations. I gave my wife a chance again. My wife deleted her social media account. I started paying more attention to her. Everything started to sort of get better. But as they say, there is no smoke without fire. After the second case, I installed the program on my wife's laptop. The program tracked keystrokes. With the help of this program, I learned the password from my wife's email. From time to time, I went in and checked her email. The wife, of course, did not know about this. I didn't find anything strange there. A few days ago, my wife went to her parents. I checked her email again. It was empty as always. I logged into a program called 𝐂𝐻𝐿. This is a program for instant messaging over the internet. I was shocked by what I saw. My life has fallen into the abyss. In one of the correspondence, I found out about it. It happened at the moment when we started living together. My wife was dating a lover. This went on for quite a long time. As I understood by correspondence, the wife constantly used different sources for communication. My wife followed the same pattern. She was giving her lovers her new phone number, which I didn't know about. I read a lot more interesting things in the correspondence. My wife had sex with him in so many different poses that I didn't even know many of them existed. There were many intimate topics in the correspondence. I used various intimate toys and so on. The man did not hide that he also has a girlfriend. When he wanted to come to my wife, she replied that she was not alone at home. Supposedly, she lives with her brother, so you understand that her brother is me. I'm just shocked, friends. This is only a small percentage of the information that I can tell you here. I'm just really disgusted. It's good that my wife went to another city, because if she was around, I would have killed her. I called my wife. I said I had discovered another lie and was walking away from it. The wife again began to cry hard and beg for forgiveness. As a result, according to her, all this happened at the time when we started living together. My wife wasn't sure about me. These are all her excuses. When I took responsibility, I messed up my relationship with my parents. I told everyone that this is my wife and I love her very much, and she knew all about it, even though we weren't married at the time. But we lived as a full-fledged family. According to her, a stamp in her passport would protect her from fraud. I still don't understand my wife. Well, if you weren't sure about me, just leave. But no, she cheated on me for 3 years. She's been lying to my face all these years. I've been thinking about her all this time. I was worried about her well-being. Shared with her and gave the last, I dreamed of a strong and friendly family. You know, friends, what shocked me even more? She told me that she had not had sex with her lover for a long time because he got married. I was completely stunned by her words. At the moment, she is begging not to leave her. She wants me to give her a chance, and we started life from scratch. But I think, what other chance? No more chances. This woman is not made for a family because she has such moral principles. Her ex-husband probably wasn't a jerk. He just couldn't stand this betrayal. I left after a bad experience of starting a family. I said above that I left, but that's not quite true. I just threw her out on the street because this house was mine. That's the whole story, friends. What can you say about this? Channel author's advice. I understand the immense pain and confusion you're going through right now. Discovering betrayal and deception in a relationship is one of the most challenging experiences a person can face. It's essential to prioritize your well-being and happiness. First and foremost, remember that you deserve to be in a relationship where trust, respect, and honesty are the foundation. You've shown great strength in handling this situation with maturity and empathy. Trust your instincts. You've taken steps to uncover the truth, and you've faced some hard facts about your wife's actions. It's important to consider what's best for you and your future. Your emotions are valid, and it's okay to feel anger, hurt, and confusion. Consider your long-term happiness and peace of mind. If you believe that rebuilding trust and moving forward with your wife is possible, then open and honest communication will be crucial. Seek professional help if needed, as a therapist can guide you both through this challenging journey. On the other hand, if you find that trust is irreparably damaged, don't be afraid to make a difficult decision for your own well-being. It's okay to prioritize your happiness and seek a healthier path forward, even if it means parting ways. Remember, you are not alone in this. Seek support from friends, family, or a therapist to help you navigate this challenging time. Surround yourself with people who genuinely care about your happiness and will provide the support you need. In the end, you have the strength to make choices that are in your best interest. Trust yourself and prioritize your happiness as you move forward, whatever path you choose. If you have watched to the end, I want to say thank you very much. I love you all. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey of love, betrayal, and redemption. I appreciate your support and encourage you to subscribe, like, and share this story. Your participation and feedback are invaluable for shaping our content and promoting mutual understanding and community growth. Until we meet again.